we're going to look at we're going to look at how to do vibrato. So vibrato is kind of a vocal-like technique where you're going to, come from vocalists, where you... And you want to just... Vibrato's personal, so there's no right or wrong way. You could have like crazy vibrato, kind of Jeff Beckish or even Angus Young type vibrato. Or you could have very slow vibrato, or you could have wide vibrato like Hendrix, which would be going, all right, and it's all it's all personal. So there's no right or wrong here. It's however you want to paint the picture. Now, fret hand vibrato is generally it's from the wrist, and it could be from the finger or elbow motion. Okay, if you did the old, what I call BB King, I know it looks kind of weird, but that's the way he would, very fast, like some people call it like the butterfly. It's just very, very fast. So now when you do vibrato, what you want to do is you want to stabilize your hand. So you don't want to, some people will, I've seen guys do vibrato with their thumb out, not behind the neck, but you want to actually have that thumb behind the neck. Some people will have it over top, some people will have it just a bit above, some people will have it just like that, okay? So we're going to look at the first one. The first one is the push-pull or pull-push vibrato. And you're going to basically move the string slightly off its center point, okay? And you can just, if you just push it up and then bring it back down, all right? Push it up, bring it back down. That's the one I usually use. I usually do the up, down one. Or push it and then pull it back. Push, pull it back, all right? Just want to get used to. It doesn't have to be fast, and we're going to look at ways of producing different vibrato in a couple more. And you can use your second finger. Make sure you use your second, practice your second, first, second, and third finger. And right now I'm just doing the 5th fret on the G string, so I'm just doing that. Just pushing it up and putting it back in. Okay, kind of like turning a door handle or screwing a light bulb. Okay, so you want the fingers locked, and you just want to, all right, and we'll vary it, and I'll talk about varying it next time. And so just get used to that motion. This is the hardest thing, and so make sure you're doing that. Now the other one is pull, push. This one is the one like I'd hear. Les Paul do. Les Paul would do the pull push. Very fast generally. Alright. So some people will pull it and then put it back to its axis, and that's the push. The only problem is if you do that on the high E string, it's going to be hard to do. So again. Alright, so you're pulling it, pushing it. Same thing here. Pulling it, pushing. Pulling it, pushing. You can use your pinky. I don't generally do vibrato with my pinky. I've seen some guys where they do. Where they have the vibrato with their pinky. I just find it somewhat uncomfortable. This vibrato is the one you'd see for typical rock and roll, kind of blues playing and stuff like that. So that is the other vibrato. The classical vibrato, which I am not great at, you might want to stay with a classical player, is when you have this, you're basically doing this. It comes from violin playing. It's very subtle, and you're just moving the hand back and forth. Okay, like this. So I'm just going back and forth, so some people will hold it down. It's very subtle. It's not great for pop or rock and roll playing. Okay, and again, you want to use, different fingers. You can see there's a slight warble in there. I'll just turn the volume a bit. Same thing here. So that is another one that you could work on. And the final one is a circular vibrato. It's like the push or pull, but you're going to draw little circles on the fretboard. It's kind of drawn. If I take my fingers away so I can see it, I'm just drawing circles. Okay. So I'll use my second finger, if I can get, the other fingers are kind of in the, by the way, if you'll get more push if you use your, say if I'm doing my second finger, and I have my first finger right behind it, that helps too. Again, you want to draw a circle. When I'm doing the circular type thing, I don't really have a finger behind it. Same thing with the third finger. Alright. So one way of well, take a typical minor pentatonic, and then put a vibrato on each note. Whichever one you're looking at. When I get down here, by the way, I kind of do the pull-push. When I go on the A, D, A, and E strings. You can't do the push-pull on the big, thick E string. Okay? So that is what I would do. That's vibrato. And if you have any questions, just ask me and I'll gladly answer them. Take care. Bye.